Business Built by Faith podcast shares powerful testimonies and biblical strategies for entrepreneurs who want to put their faith into action and turn purpose into profit.
Because faith without movement is just potential. It's time to put your faith in motion. Now let's build.
Welcome to another episode of Business Built by Faith, your weekly dose of real conversations, powerful testimonies, and practical tools to help you build a business and life that honors God.
We're your hosts, Demetrius and Shay Dixon, a husband and wife duo, entrepreneurs and kingdom builders who knows what it means to start with nothing and build with God.
Today's guest is a living reminder that when God closes a door, He isn't punishing you. He is positioning you. He's a media leader, storyteller, mentor, and community builder whose entire journey proves that purpose is found on the other side of obedience. From coastal Georgia to the city of Atlanta, he has dedicated his life to amplifying voices that often go unheard through Game Changers Media Network and Game Changers Magazine. He is also the co-founder and CEO of Streetz of Gentlemen, a powerful mentoring movement shaping young men and transforming communities. Yes. What started as a painful loss in business became the very foundation that God used to birth his assignment. His testimony is proof that game changers are not born, they're formed through faith, integrity, and surrender. Family, help us welcome Andreal Mallard to Business Built by Faith.
Hey.
Welcome, bro.
I love it, man. Man, it's a beautiful studio. It's phenomenal, man.
God is good.
God doing it in y'all life, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Real.
Thank you for being here with us today.
Man, thank y'all for having me. It's an honor, man.
Absolutely. We appreciate it so much. So before the titles and the platforms, who was young Andrew? Paint the picture for us, because I know people see the magazine and they see the nonprofit and they see the media network.
Okay.
But who was young Andreal?
Man, Andreal, that's funny that you asked that. It's funny that you asked that because one of my key phrases in Streetz of Gentlemen is eliminate the stereotype.
Yeah.
You know, and when this probably would be a stereotype if I basically had to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
But growing up, man, I used to dress up in business suits with a briefcase.
Okay.
Wow.
And I used to wear the white glove like Michael Jackson. Nobody would tell y'all that.
Okay.
Wow. You heard it here first.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I used to always be about business growing up. Like my mom, my family would take pictures of me in suits with briefcases and the Michael Jackson glove, and then my aunties would be like, "Hey, yo, Dre, sing Elvira."
Wow.
My heart's on fire.
It's your family.
My auntie Gyrus, shout out to my auntie Gyrus, but she used to always, her and my aunt Rada, my sisters, all of them raised me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The village pretty much raised me.
Okay.
My mom and dad were servants in the community. I don't want to call them leaders in the community because they serve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my aunts in the village, being raised in Guard Eye, y'all probably don't know what Guard Eye, Georgia is. Cut deep down the country.
It's in the country.
Little Whiskey, Georgia, those places, places in Georgia that people don't recognize Atlanta.
Yeah.
But they raised me, and I used to, and my grandma, Mary Helen, I used to dress up, put on a suit, briefcase, walk down the dirt road like I was going to go handle business. You know what I'm saying? All the time, not really doing what I was doing. You know what I mean? And I was raised in a 2-parent household. Mom and dad was there, and life was good.
Okay.
Like I was doing the right thing. I was on the swim team. I was on the swim team. I played a little ball here and there, baseball. And pretty much my mom made me be in the band and play the saxophone.
Okay.
You know, that's something, I thought I was too cool for all of that, though. You know?
I
Like
heard
most
somebody else say the
kids
same.
do.
Like most kids do.
Yeah.
But if I could go back, man, one gift that I would tap into is playing that saxophone.
Okay.
Because you're definitely an artist.
Absolutely.
You know, you became an artist, literally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People don't know that side of you.
Man, I was born into artistry.
Right.
I was my aunties and my uncle. My aunties was called the West Singers. They have an album out, gospel album out.
Okay.
And then my uncles was called the Mighty Five.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the rest in peace to my cousin, Walter Scott, Reverend Walter Scott, who married me and my wife Tabitha.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He passed away. He was a part of all of that with my Uncle Russell and a couple of the uncles that was singing with them, the Mighty Five, they used to go around singing at different churches.
Okay.
Called it. So music was instilled, you know what I'm saying? Music was like pretty much, everybody sang. Then my auntie Christine made you sing in the choir every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? She come get you for practice, you know. Like, she was coming in that red van, you know what I'm saying? We got to go to choir practice. And I'm like, I want to usher. I want to usher, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sing in the choir. But Aunt Christine,
You was too cool for the choir.
I was too cool for the choir, but I wanted to usher, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like serving, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was always serving. We was good kids growing up. We wasn't. Most of my family and most of my cousins that I grew up with, we grew up in 2-parent household, and I ain't saying that's better than nobody.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what we had, and I'm thankful for it, right?
Right.
And you know, we went to church. We went to church regularly. You know, we were forced to go. Mama make you get up and get out that bed.
Oh yeah.
Go to church. That's one thing.
Sunday school and everything.
Yeah.
And at 45 years old, my mama still call, y'all going to church this morning? I be like, Mom, I'm grown.
Right. Don't forget, I'm grown.
I'm grown. I could watch it on TV now. You know, we's a new age, and we could get on watch it on the internet.
It's not the same.
But,
They want you in
they want
the house.
you in the house. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mayor Melvin Harper.
Okay.
Osceola, Georgia.
Okay.
Home of the sweet potato. We was talking, and he one of my community pastors.
Okay.
Outside of my pastor who I am, and he say, you know, he started pulling out scriptures. He was like talking about why we should gather.
Right.
And then he kind of hit nigga, and I say, you know what, man, I gotta get back in church.
Yeah.
I gotta get, like, even though I know God, it's still something in the gathering.
Yeah.
And
That's
right
true.
now we gather, we minister.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we have the best church on
Man,
this side of heaven, okay?
Boy, let
Like,
me tell
shout
you
out to
this story.
TOP.
Come
okay?
on, man, the top.
Right.
At the top.
The
When
top.
every time somebody comes from out of town
Yeah.
and they come to visit worship with us,
Yeah.
they're like, man, your church is different than
Yeah.
other
Oh,
churches.
man, that's
There's
on
so
fire.
much excellence.
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
You should have seen it was small, man. When it was still rocking like that.
Oh yeah,
But
Yeah.
I believe it.
we were rocking like the Chitlin circuit.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
like you be in the juke joint
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
south.
But y'all was getting it.
You were getting it. Pastor
Yeah.
McBride had a party going before he got in the big house. I mean,
Yeah.
Bishop McBride,
Yeah.
excuse me, but
Yeah.
he was pastor at that time.
Yeah.
He had a party going before the crowd came, before
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that type of thing. So, you know, man, he always operated in that spirit and operated in just, he ain't kept, man. That
Yeah.
man, y'all business built by faith, that's
That's
church
a product.
built by faith
Yeah.
right
Listen,
there.
it honestly prompted us to
Yeah.
create Business Built by Faith
Wow.
because the faith principles that Bishop teached really helped us build our business.
Yeah.
Man.
Like when we first moved here back in 2019,
Okay.
TOP was the first place we visited
Yeah.
and we never left.
Yeah.
My wife made me go. She said we got to find a church, and when I went, I was blown away. I was like, man, this is the first time I enjoyed church in a long time. I wasn't
Yeah.
church hurt or nothing like that. I was
Right.
just tired because I got tired of my mama telling me go
Go
to
to
church
church.
every
Right.
Sunday. Like, I mean, come on, I love the Lord, but
Yeah.
like, man, like we had to get. It was like, man, we had to get up and go to church just
Yeah.
because.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But it's
sometimes
okay.
church is boring. Let's be
It is.
honest.
Yeah.
We've been where we've sat through multiple services and you don't feel
Yeah.
you're just
You're
so
going out of- you're going out
disconnected.
of
You're just
routine.
going out of routine,
Yeah.
out of just, this is what I was told to do.
Absolutely.
But now, whew,
And I was actually, and don't let me forget, rest in peace to my Uncle W.H. I was actually the Sunday school superintendent. Not the
Wow.
superintendent, but the
Wow.
secretary.
not
Wow.
the
The
secretary.
man,
Wow.
I'm talking about set up. Like I don't know what my uncles and people saw in me,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, growing up. But they always put me in, like, I guess, leadership position,
Yeah.
you want to say.
Because they wanted to pull it out of
They
you.
wanted to pull it out of him. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, on the church second, I'm up here reading the minutes of the Sunday school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
and
for real.
documenting the monies that was collected. My dad was a Sunday school teacher.
Right.
You know, so he always read the Bible, and I always got to see him exemplify himself
Yeah.
Yeah.
through biblical principles.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank God for the people that came before us
Man,
that put us in positions for who we are now.
correct.
Because both of us, we have that same testimony.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't want to do. I'm like, why y'all want me to do this? I mean, I was in the choir.
Yeah.
We went to a small church, so I had to do all the things.
Yeah.
Whatever they need. If somebody wasn't there, you gonna do it.
Yes,
You know.
Yes. Yes.
And now today's kids, they don't know how lucky they are.
Man, they blessed, man.
Yeah.
They don't gotta do nothing, man. They got knowledge and wisdom at the tip of their, like,
You
I don't even
access
tell my
it.
kids what to do. I just like Google it.
Yeah.
ChatGPT it.
ChatGPT, don't
Yeah.
even ask me no more. You know,
Yeah.
I give you a little nugget, but
Yeah.
I want you to Matthew 7:7 says, seeking you shall find, knocking the door shall be open. So you know what I'm saying? I always challenge and push my kids. They were like, okay, you're not gonna always be able to ask me.
That's right.
That's right.
I could set the example, and the nuggets that you catch
Right.
is what you catch.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna always be able to ask me what to do.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you need to know how to be resourceful and pull it out of yourself. And I need to see how you go. Like I don't want to wait till you 18 to see what you're gonna do. I want to make sure you can make choices today.
Yeah.
And not, oh man, when they're grown, find out what they're gonna do.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That's good.
You already kind of touched on it a little bit, but I'd say when you look back at your childhood, what moment will make you say, you know, yeah, God definitely had his hand on me, even though I didn't even know it?
In my childhood,
Yeah.
Man, I remember, man, and this is not to blast anybody out. When I look at my childhood, I remember my dad passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my mom bought me a car, and she bought me a Honda Civic.
Okay.
I had a Honda Civic, right? And I don't know, I guess it come out. I know my mom couldn't afford no Honda Civic, but whatever the situation was, I had it. You know what I'm saying? And one of my cousins had asked me to take them to Waycross, Georgia. One day I had to skip school.
Okay.
Right? He was
Not
like,
you had to skip school.
I skipped school because
had
I
no
thought,
Right.
daddy ain't in the house no more. Daddy dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mama can't keep up because she worked from 8 to 5.
Okay.
Right.
Georgia Power.
Okay.
You
Okay.
understand? Mama really couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Because at the point, like, the nigga that my cousin, my dad passed, you got to understand, the worst thing you could tell a young man is you got to be the man of the house.
Right. Because now you think you're grown.
The perception of you got to be the man of the house hits so many different ways.
By any means necessary.
Like, and then you only looking at it through the lens of who telling you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're
Right.
not looking at it through the lens of how your father provided, of how your uncles provide. You're looking at it through the lens of who are those people that are around you during your darkest times, giving you the advice.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So I knew God had his hand on me because my cousin told me to drive him to Waycross, Georgia. I won't even call his name, you know, but you know, and I ain't got no harm.
Yeah.
Right.
I know we all ain't no better.
Yeah.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
We all
this
fall
just
short.
transparency and telling you how I felt.
Okay.
He told me to drive him to Waycross, Georgia, and little did I know that he had 8 ounces of crack cocaine in the car.
Jesus.
Wow.
In a bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we got there, it was like the crack cocaine, he did his deal. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? And then I ain't think nothing of it right then. I was just like, okay, cool. I made me a little $100, you know, for driving them there. $100.
Yeah.
Think about it. You know
Back
what I'm
in the
saying?
day, you doing good.
I'm doing good. I got a
Think
car.
about
I got
throwing your
gas.
life away.
I could do.
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about the consequences and the repercussions. You know what I'm saying? But recently, like, I thought about it, and I was like, man, I was really mad at him when I got older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause you
Because another
understood.
situation happened. Because I like when you out there, and you know certain things. But I was like, man, how could he put my life on the line?
Yeah.
Right.
If a police would have pulled us over,
Yeah.
that's an automatic 20-year bid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know he wouldn't have claimed the drugs
Right.
because it's in my car.
Right.
You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real.
That's real. Like, I know he wouldn't have claimed the drugs, and it was
Yeah.
like, I was like, man, you know, God had to have his hand on me
Boy.
because that 15-year-old, 16-year-old Andreal
Yeah.
could have been in prison from 15 to
35.
35 or 40.
Yeah.
And man, none of this or none of the kids that I had wouldn't even be born. That would have been the game changer in my life.
Wow.
Jesus.
That, you know, like, because down in South, as y'all know, you know, I was on the I was covering the Mallard Sr story.
Yeah.
And that was our real first series of justice
Right.
for justice in the African American community in
Yeah.
rural Georgia.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the DA and the legal system in South Georgia is different
Yeah.
Yeah.
than the legal system in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get
Yeah.
caught with 5 pounds of weed,
Yeah.
and Judge Amero or whoever got it on the stand,
Yeah.
they gonna give you 5 months,
Yeah.
5 years probation.
Yeah.
Right.
That
You'll
kind
be
of
okay. You never been offended.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you get caught with that work down in South Georgia,
Yeah.
what? Oh, it's going down. It's over. It's
See
a
you
wrap.
later.
It's
Yeah.
see you later. We
Yeah.
sending you up the road. We
Yeah.
sending you to the we ain't
Yeah.
sending you to the detention center. We sending you to the
Prison.
them prison
Yeah.
systems. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
yeah.
man, it's just like, so when it came down to it, I was like, man, that really scarred me, and I was like, whoa, man,
Yeah.
that could have did something, man, to
Change
me.
your life.
It could have changed my trajectory, and I wasn't really mad at him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, whoa, like God had his hand on me,
Yeah.
and I ain't even know it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because God had a bigger purpose for you.
Yeah.
And you see it now, but you didn't know back then.
Yeah.
Everybody see it but you. When
Yeah,
you in
everybody
it,
see
right?
it. Yeah, and people used to say growing up, like, well, you know who your daddy is?
Mm.
You know what's going on. He this and that, and he whatever. And I used to like, I remember right before my dad died, I used to introduce him when he spoke. He
Okay.
spoke in front of a lot of churches and
Right.
stuff, right? So I used to have to be the introduction of the guest speaker.
Voluntold again.
Yeah, voluntold again. I used to have to be the introduction of the guest speaker when he spoke, and that's when I really like. I was like, man, I felt proud of introducing my
Right.
dad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I got older, and I was like, man, I was introducing him, and I was introducing. He was ushering in something, you know
Yes,
what I'm saying? That
greatness.
was like, man,
Mm.
You was being trained and didn't even know it.
I didn't even know it, man.
Yeah.
Man.
For real.
That's good. That's good.
For real.
Well, let's shift gears
Talk to me.
into business because we know a little bit about your journey, but tell the people you had walked away from a business, and that business, you know, it looked solid, it was successful. Because I know somebody's watching now that might be in the same position, but it was lacking integrity. What was that whole process like for you?
Man, if I had any advice to tell somebody, man,
Yeah.
you can always start off doing what you learned,
Mm.
you know, but you got to walk in what you called.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to walk in what you called or you chosen to be, right?
Right.
So we had the right setup, me and my wife. We both met in a call center.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it was what we learned in the call center that was that wasn't our purpose.
Okay.
Okay.
You understand what
Right.
I'm saying? Like we was doing debt relief.
Okay.
Right.
Like debt relief where people get charged on their I went by the name of Ben Holcomb, by the way. I
Okay.
told nobody.
Mine's Savannah Johnson.
Yeah.
Mine was Savannah Johnson all day.
Ben Holcomb can sell ice to an Eskimo. And let me tell you something, man. Like I would impress you because everybody thought you had to be so business. You had to wear a suit and tie. You
Yeah.
had to do all of this to make thousands of dollars and all this. Man, I would be eating chicken boxes and closing deals for $995.
Because you got to talk.
Because
I
and
got
you
to talk
comfortable.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone, and realistically, so the industry was debt relief, and what would they do? They would call people and tell them we could lower your interest rate, so your
Right.
credit card. It's a Florida hustle, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, like y'all Florida.
They do it here in Georgia too.
They do
Remember,
it.
I was working for a company.
Oh man.
Man.
I said,
Oh man, I forgot about them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like realistically, and I'm gonna tell you how good I was at this. Now before I got in the call center business, I was in the streets.
Mhm.
okay.
I had did some things in the streets, and then I had got caught on probation violation,
Okay.
right? And I was in jail. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I was in Cobb County for X amount of days.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they shipped me down to Henry County. Man, I run a whole call center from jail.
Wow.
My wife and my homeboy were taken care of. I ran the bill up,
Yeah.
calling in every
Yeah,
day.
but still,
But y'all making $995 a deal, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
it's worth
And
it.
y'all winning, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yeah.
winning, y'all able to take care of yourself, y'all able to sustain, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to take care of my team even when I was in the pit.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
even when I was down and I ain't had nothing, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but the industry was grimy. You'll
Yeah.
charge $9.95 on people's credit cards, and that you got to look at the fulfillment team. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The fulfillment team. Now, I'm gonna tell you one of the best fulfillment teams I was working with was Silent
Okay.
Financial
Okay.
Group.
Okay.
He did his thing. He made sure, but it was other people who would just charge people cards,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't do the fulfillment. They didn't know
Right.
how to teach them financial wealth or
Yeah.
whatever. They
Right.
didn't really. And then people wanted to see their interest rates lowered.
Right.
It was a time when we was in the depression of recession, 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming out of that recession, 2011, 12, all of that. And that industry, like, I actually lost the business because it was just like, man, we was doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would just tell people anything. We was going back reselling people.
Yeah.
You You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Right. You
what
didn't feel
is
it didn't
going
sit
on?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And, you know, ended up losing that business because Silent Financial Group, they stopped doing the processing. And then, man, when you start trying to do the processing yourself, you ain't doing that but making your name bad because these merchant accounts and people charging back because the service ain't what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's you don't want to get yourself into that.
I got you.
But that's where we failed. Yeah. We was in the wrong industry. I was in the right gift, but the wrong industry.
Right gift, wrong industry.
Yes.
So what was that shift like afterwards? Like after you lost all that, and I'm sorry, babe. I took your question, but
Yeah,
I'm curious to know because a lot of people step away from something that they know isn't right. You know, they're using their gift, but they know the business isn't right, and they end up actually walking into what they're supposed to be into.
The shift was, man, I had to you always have to go back and dig into what God has poured into you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to find what God has done in your life and what he's allowed you to do.
Right.
Remember, because it's business built by faith, right? So you got to find out what God is telling you to do in that season. And in that season, I immediately, as we lost the business, I still had call center equipment. I put it in my garage, all of that kind of stuff. And God told me, like, start doing what you usually do. And that's what you went to school for. I went to Clark Atlanta University. I went to Clark Atlanta University for mass communication.
Okay.
And so I said, you know what? Instead of us selling dead interest rates, you know, I can start selling small business advertising. This when nobody ain't know about Mike Donald. It ain't McDonald. It's called Mike Donald.
Mike Donald.
Mike Donald.
M-I-K-E, Mike.
You know what I'm saying? And little did I know I was tapping into an untapped market or need. You know what I'm saying? And this when it was truly a need.
Yeah.
And so I remember, man, I started making flyers. I had a graphic designer. Andre, what's Andre last? I can't think of Andre. He was Seaport Magazine. You know what I'm saying? But cool fella, you know what I'm saying? I love working with Andre. And Andre, we started making these flyers called for real marketing services.
Okay.
Right? And we would advertise people's business for $99.
Okay.
I would go around Henry County or wherever I went.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, we could market your business for $99. Woo, woo, woo. Now, it's slow because marketing is something people don't want to pay for.
They sure don't.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's the most important thing to growing your business.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing. It's the most, they don't want to pay for advertising, you know what I'm saying? And none of that right there. So went into the marketing thing, made a few dollars, did what we had to do. Shout out to, and during this time was a time when I was down.
Okay.
Like, and shout out to my wife, Tabitha.
Okay.
Shout out to Tabitha, okay? Because the wife will hold you down.
Let me tell you something, man. I remember her going into work pregnant. 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, third shift. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To hold it down.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? I remember that pregnant with our daughter. You know what I'm saying? During the time where, now I'm talking about, I had made out the money where I could pay all the bills.
Yeah.
Like everything. You know what I'm saying? But I had to hustle and whatever they want to call it. Hustle, grind, whatever. And I had to make something happen. And so that was one of the most challenging things, because in doing 45, like doing the marketing and telling people $99, I mean, come on, man, you got to sell 10 people to make $1,000, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I went back to, and this is when I went back and I was losing. Like, I was like, man, maybe this ain't what God calling me to do. I don't know what's going on. Should I start walking? So I went back to the credit cards and I went back to the lower interest rate, and I would start calling people from my computer because I knew how to do it.
Okay.
Right.
I knew how to flip through the and I'm just transparent right here.
Yeah.
But I knew how to change up business names.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we sold you through this, but now we a new company. We're gonna resell you. We're gonna do the work that they didn't do. You understand what I'm saying? And I start breaking in bread like that. You know what I'm saying? The cover. Because I didn't want to see my wife without. I didn't want to see my kid coming without.
Yeah.
But I knew God had something on my life.
Right.
And
when he got something on your life, baby, you can't run
you
from
can't
it.
run from it, you know. And so get this. So while I'm doing all of that, this is how Streetz a Gentleman is born. I'm asleep on the couch.
Okay.
Because I'm depressed, I'm drinking, I'm smoking,
Okay.
I'm smoking weed. That's what we do. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we in that stage,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
like to be like, "Oh man, you gotta pray and trust in God." I trust in God and I pray, but boy, I still need a stimulant. You know what I'm saying?
He was struggling. He
You
was
know,
trying
I'm
to
struggling.
cope.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
real transparent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm laying on the bed, and shout out to rest in peace to my cousin Mike Dangerous, who was a quadriplegic.
Okay.
Doctor told him he was gonna live 7 years.
Mm.
He lived 21 years after he was shot in the neck, laid in the bed, and he
Wow.
called me and he said, "Man, I got a vision." I say, "What's up, cuz?" You know, and I'm thinking like, cuz I always call him. You know what I'm saying? He said, "We're gonna be Streetz of Gentlemen."
Mm.
I like,
What?
all right, cuz, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm gonna call you back. But then when I wake up,
Yeah.
I slept on what he said. Streetz of Gentlemen, and God showed me the vision. He was like, "You called to reach young men."
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mm.
You called to reach young men
Mhm.
so that they don't go through the cycle that you went through.
Mm.
Jesus.
So that they know, because it's a lot of black men dying and black men not living with their fathers, and because of we know what time it is
Yeah.
out here. I'm calling you to serve this.
Yeah.
Lord.
It wasn't no gimmick. It wasn't no nothing. And so when I woke up, I said, "Streetz of Gentlemen." Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And the light bulb went off, and
Yeah.
I didn't come up with Streetz of Gentlemen.
Yeah.
My cousin did.
Yeah.
Probably. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? God just called me to walk it out. Almost like God told Moses, and then led to Joshua was the one who walk around the thing. So shout out to Mike Dangerous, who we'll get into that later, but that's how it went. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I got you. So check it out. Some people assume that you create agendas.
Oh man. Oh man.
Or stories.
Wait.
Right.
They
They assume that you create the stories or push agendas.
Mm-hmm.
How do you stay in purpose and integrity as you tell this story?
First of all, I'm real and authentic. My name is Andreal, and I don't know who. I know who named it. At my sisters and all the name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't name myself.
Okay.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing that I'm gonna always be is true and authentic to myself, and I'm gonna
much.
stand for truth. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a time in the Bible where Barabbas and Jesus was bought in front of Pharaoh, and Pharaoh bought him in front of the people.
Mm-hmm.
And he told him, he said, "Which one of these men would y'all like to die?"
Laid it all on the
Laid
table.
it all
Okay?
out. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Laid it all out.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, the people he say, "Would you have me kill this murderer who killed all your kids, your husbands, and came and destroyed and raped your wives?"
Yeah.
And he said all that.
Yeah.
You understand? He did it. He's barbaric like that. And so, but would you rather have me kill this Jesus of Nazareth who claimed he king of the Jews? And I am not no way informing like Jesus.
Yeah.
But we know that Jesus spoke truth.
Yeah.
And he stood on truth. If you know,
Stood 10 toes down on it.
he stood on that, he
Yeah.
wouldn't be in, because he knew what his father's rule was in heaven. And
Yeah.
understanding what my father's rule is in heaven, I'm going to always present the truth, whether my friends, my foes, my whatever, they like it or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to always spit the truth and the facts.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They may not like it, they may deceive it or whatever, but a lot of times it's when other people have an agenda, and I go and I call that agenda out.
And you go against it.
And I go against it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna mess with you just because I'm your homeboy. One thing about my homeboys, in private, we hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed
Sure
to
enough,
be.
do.
We don't sit up here and they don't be like, "Hey man, Andreal, you beat on your wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey man, you be out here cheating on whoever, but you be out here cheating, whatever they may say. However you might put it, you know what I'm saying? And we don't be like, "Hey man, that ain't the right thing to do."
Yeah.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we hold each other accountable. We have phone conversations and everything. And we try to keep brothers in integrity because we understand the importance of family.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Because most of my brothers lost their father when they was young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they lost them when they was adult or whatever.
Yeah.
And the simple thing about that, man, is just you gotta stay stern.
Yeah.
You gotta stay stern in your integrity. You know, like this recent now the Bible is full, to me, reading the Bible and what I read is full of politics.
Okay.
It sure is.
It's all politics.
Everything is all politics.
Everything.
Who can get the dollars?
Who can get the dollars? Who
Yeah.
control the people? You
Yeah.
understand
Who
what I'm
control
saying?
the people, the narrative, not even the truth,
Yeah.
but the narrative. And
But-
you control the narrative by controlling what access people have to the truth.
Correct.
And I see a lot of that. And, you know, I don't get involved because this last political campaign
Mhm.
got a little tight. It got a little tense.
Well, and I'm gonna just tell you like this: everybody has the right to vote for who they want to vote for.
That's right.
But I literally ran 4 campaigns during that time.
Right.
Every campaign we won but one.
Right.
Every
Yeah.
campaign we won but one.
Right.
I knew it was something else behind that
Right.
that was deeper than marketing.
Yeah.
It was deeper than advertising. It was deeper than who can speak the best,
Right.
who spoke the most, and who was most educated.
Yeah.
It was about agenda. And I take no discredit from the candidate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of times, see, in the perception, a lot of people thought I had a problem with the other candidate. I
Right.
never had a problem with the other candidate.
Right.
I basically had an interview on my podcast, Voices of the Village, where a young man came on the show, expressed his thoughts, and we put it on our platform like we
Right.
did every other 80 episodes
Right.
that we filmed.
That's what you do.
That's what I do.
You're a platform. You're a media platform.
That's what I do. But they took it as like I was putting out this agenda purposely. You know what I'm saying? And I see
Yeah.
people backing away from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't rock with Andreal, or he be investigating. And I don't care because that's your
Yeah.
perception and reality are two different things.
Two different things.
You understand
Yeah.
what
Boy,
I'm
that-
saying? Perception and reality are two different things. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so I had some people who, guess what? I worked campaigns with them.
Yeah.
And guess what? Me and their opponent was friends.
Mm.
And their opponent didn't rock with me like that
Yeah.
after I did. But I'm like, it's business, man.
Yeah.
We provide a service.
Yeah.
I offered you the service, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it is. I don't take nothing personal when it comes to politics.
Yeah.
Hey, if you win, I shake your hand.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I win, do the same thing. But
Right.
we shouldn't hate each other. I'll be like, hey man, I'm cutting ties with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a so-called, through the birdie, and I'm very transparent.
Yeah.
I've heard, I had a friend who, hey man, had an issue about my integrity through that
Yeah.
whole campaign.
Mm.
I heard it from everybody else but him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I thought we was brothers.
Yeah.
I said we talk every day. If we didn't talk every day, we talk every other day.
Right.
But I'm hearing through the grapevine that you got a problem with my integrity on the way I handled the situation during the campaign. But I felt like, man, you could have picked up the phone
Yeah.
and say, brother, I don't like the way you handled that, or tell me about this, because I felt like we were brothers like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I
Yeah.
felt like that.
Yeah.
I ain't feel like, man, I was gonna call you and you answer the phone,
Right.
and then have to find out from the streets what's
Ye-
going on.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And
Yeah.
it's hard for us because we always stay neutral in political
Absolutely.
environments. But when you know a lot of the parties involved and you know
Yeah.
them personally,
Yeah.
it's definitely hard when people are like, I feel this way. I'm like, well, I know this person personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not how they are. And we've done business for years.
Yes.
For years, like years.
Absolutely.
And so I know how you roll.
Absolutely.
Cut the check. My business is offering a service.
Offering a service. That's it,
That's
man.
it.
That's it. We,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you, man, that race taught me. That race with it taught me that it's a matter of the heart.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember we used to do this thing called Open Heart.
Okay.
Where we would go around and we would invite the youth in. Streetz and Gentlemen would host it, and we would have a prayer. We would call different artists that do gospel rap, gospel hip hop,
Okay.
and we would do it at Tabernacle of Praise or Shallow, and it called Open Heart. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying? What I saw in this election was a matter of the heart.
Mm.
And even if you hated this person or you just like what this person had did, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whatever they did, just go out and vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if somebody got on and said, hey man, don't vote for this person because it is, you ain't got to drink the Kool-Aid.
Right.
That's their personal thing. I ain't drank the Kool-Aid. If
Right.
anybody listened to the whole interview, I was holding the brother accountable every time.
Yeah.
I was like, so you're saying this, allegedly this. I
Right.
never backed down where it came to the point where I was personally attacking
Yeah.
Anybody.
myself.
Right.
Never.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody can pull any clips or anything off the internet
Yeah.
and say Andreal was doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad that you operate integrity at the end of the day.
Absolutely. You got to
And
10 years in business?
Business has been 10 years
Come
in
on,
business.
man.
Yeah.
You got to
You
be
didn't
doing
get this
something
far-
right.
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 Come on.
Right. Right.
Because most of
Yeah.
them don't make it past 1 or 2.
But
Yeah.
come on, man.
Especially in media.
Right.
Especially in media.
Media has racism too.
Oh,
Mm.
definitely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
the
underlying.
The underlying racism, because
Yeah.
see, I'm gonna tell you, and in no way it's not about. I want to speak truth.
Okay.
So
Right.
whoever it is hurt, whoever it is healed, whoever do this. I've had multicultural people advertise with me. I had white people advertise with me, black people, Indians, Puerto Ricans, all of that. You understand what I'm saying? But African American people don't understand media like the other rest of the world. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a lot of stuff we don't understand when it comes to business.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of stuff. We think go to the set of the $100 LLC on the state, get your EIN number, and boom, I got it. Once you get the certificate, I'm in business. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Oh, I posted on Facebook that I got.
Right.
You know,
To your friends and
to
family.
my friends and family. But man, let me tell you something, man. What I realize is in the African American community, and this is why you got black media always pulling. Like it's like they're always stressed out, always trying to pull from the community. Most African American business have the dope boy hustle.
Yeah.
Had a dope boy mindset when it comes to advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning if they spend $500 with you, they want 1,000 back in 30 days.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
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 Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You
Why
understand?
does it sell out?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
took my money. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's look at Time Magazine. Do you guys remember when Time Magazine put out a magazine called Making Cannabis Legal in America? Do y'all remember that?
I just heard there was
It was
it was a thing.
Go look it up.
Yeah.
Go look it up.
Okay.
Time Magazine put out a magazine called Making Cannabis Legal in America. Now, guess how much they made out that magazine before they put it on sales. Before they put it on sales to sell to the people. And it had 0 ads in it.
How much?
Mm.
You can look at it right now. $60 billion.
Wow. Wow.
Somebody was paying that.
You know why they made it?
Why?
Because the people who were setting themselves up to get farms, to get licenses to
Right.
sell marijuana,
Right.
they was lobbying for the message.
They knew the
Wow.
long play.
They knew the long play.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about advertising my business today. I need you to buy into the concept of
Yeah.
making marijuana legal in America.
Yeah.
So when you pass these laws and legislation, remember politics.
Yeah.
When you pass these laws and legislations, we're already set in position
Yeah.
so that we can go ahead and maximize. So these people are willing to put their money behind it so they can change your mind. That's why that's why we say educate the mind, elevate the spirit, eliminate the stereotype.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like these people were on to a point where they didn't really understand. Like, hey man, we can advertise with Game Changers one time and we didn't get that, so I ain't advertising no more.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's fine because we 10 years in the game, we still can sit. Y'all see it on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People come, but when it comes down to it, Time Magazine, those are those left wing or whatever we want to call. I don't want to say
Right.
white and black because I'm
Yeah.
trying to teach my children not to even say white and black
Right.
no more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
But and I
It's
know they watch
political.
this because they hold
Yeah.
me accountable to everything. Every word
Yeah.
come out of my kids listen to. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But they would like we got to start saying if we want to push a message. Hey, how do we change their mind first? How do we go for the long haul?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do we stop looking for, hey man, if I spent $750 with Business Built by Faith,
Yeah.
man, I need to see $1,500 next week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
you'll see it down the road.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll give you an example of that because I'm going to tell y'all, and I don't know if we have it in the questions, but I'm going to tell you how Game Changers Magazine got started.
Okay.
And really how fruitful, how it came from the fruit, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I'm there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think most people, once they change their mindset about media and how they can leverage media in their business, it'll change the game. Because you can have faith all day,
Yeah.
but you have to take them steps. You have to have some participation in your miracle.
Yeah.
Man, you
And
gotta have
marketing
something.
your business, people have to know who you are.
Yeah.
And it's bigger than social media because what you do in real life goes on social media.
That's right.
Right.
It's not just about, oh man, most people think, like, especially with AI.
Yeah.
AI now, man, oh, I can do my marketing myself. I can do this, all of it. Chat GTP got people foolish.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you
And
still...
take the dashes out of your text.
Yes.
So we know that it's not ChatGPT. Please just take that one little line, that little dash.
Yeah.
We immediately, GPT wrote it.
Yeah.
GTP, and you know what? I don't even mind GTP writing it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We use it original, but when you start creating whole stories
Yeah.
Yeah.
about like one thing about the Game Changer writers, like they write the story, and instead of us paying an editor,
Yeah.
you know, which could be costly, you know what I'm saying? We put it in ChatGPT for editing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and then it elaborates on the story a little bit
Right.
more. Whatever, you know.
It enhances what somebody already did the research. Because I remember Lisa, when I did an interview for Game Changers.
Yeah.
And then I had to transcribe it and put it in my own words.
Yes.
And take an article. And that was before ChatGPT.
Man,
I don't know what we did before ChatGPT though.
Man,
We
I'm
were
For
talking
real.
about that the other day.
Chat,
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you, so and that's like marketing, man. You need a strategist.
Okay.
You need a person, like, you need to have you cannot run a business. I've been had Dre's Georgia Barbecue and Seafood
Congratulations.
Yes.
for 2 years.
Okay.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it be coming in spurts
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
what I wanted to look like.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to think like, okay, I can fry a turkey, post it on Facebook. People couldn't find turkeys. You know what I'm saying? But I had
And
to
fried
build a-
turkeys do be looking good, Joe.
Man,
Just
they-
on the side.
they
Them
good,
don't be
man.
looking good.
I'm telling you, they good, man. People buy them every year. I'm like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Matter of fact, I'm going out of time Christmas because I'm like, boy, I can have some. But they going on. They will be enough for New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Them seafood platters, them turkeys out, them briskets. Oh my God! But the one thing when it comes to just building your business, man, you know, you gotta step out on faith every time because Dre's Georgia Barbecue and Seafood was a thought 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like a brand.
It's a
Right.
You
reality.
understand? It's a reality. You know what I'm saying? Now, but we ain't like we got to make money off of today.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to execution.
See that?
Right.
How we go about it? What can we do different than what people are already doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And always play the long game.
The long game.
Somebody said to me last night, Auntie, she said, it's this newer generation. Y'all want to put everything in the microwave and just
Mhm.
instantly.
God.
That's not what building a business, especially not faith, okay?
Oh my God.
Because a lot of times God will put you through some things in your business so that he can perfect you, so
Yeah.
that you're literally not lacking anything.
Yeah.
That's what the word says.
Yeah.
Roman noodle spirit.
Man, we didn't had when people say now, oh my gosh, y'all
Yeah.
are so inspiring, but you don't know what I went through
Yeah.
Man,
to get to this place.
Come-
Y'all don't know the struggle.
come on, man.
The struggle.
I remember and just back you had asked D what is the experience that I knew in my life that I knew God had his hands on me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people don't understand, man. I was shot in my back
Mm.
with a 45 automatic.
Oh
And
Lord.
if you ever seen the slug of a 45 automatic,
Yeah.
that's a killer slug.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's right next to a 7.62.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But in my back though,
In my back. And it's funny, and the reason why it happened in my back because I got shot in an apartment complex in
Okay.
Union City,
Yeah.
right? Union City, and I was making a play. My cousin had told me come home first, pick him up. I was
Yeah.
disobedient. I was like, cuz I'm gonna go do this.
right?
Then I come to the house, we do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And shout out to my cousin because he helped me walk again. He stuck with me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My cousin, Travis.
Okay.
You know, Travis Hicks down there. All been boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was I remember, man, I think back, I got shot in an apartment in my back.
Mm.
And when I got shot, I when I seen the dude pull out his gun,
Yeah.
I tried to grab the clutch like I was gonna back up and run him over.
Okay.
Cause I was like, oh nah, he ain't about to shoot me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm grabbing the clutch, and that's how I got shot in my back. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Could you lean forward?
Cause I leaned forward.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really would have got shot in my arm or something like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But I leaned forward and did that. And he shot twice.
Yeah.
And this is what most people understand, and this is why Bishop McBride always talks about my story.
Okay.
When he talk about when he shot me twice, I look back like I'm trying to back up because I'm thinking, hey, I can get out. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
The bullet grazes my head right there.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So if I would have just not did that, he would have shot me dead in my head.
Yeah.
And definitely, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing now that I turned my head, I'm shot and I grab my back.
Yeah.
And I see like blood, whoever the girls that ran it. Now, keep in mind, somebody outside in an apartment complex just standing around and they said, go give me some towels.
Yeah.
What if they wouldn't have been there?
Yeah.
Right.
To call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who these people were.
Yeah.
What they was doing, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much they had the thought in their mind to call 911
Yeah.
and get some towels.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most people, every person that I know,
Yeah.
because I know a couple of brothers who got shot in the same capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, because people get scared or they record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
people aren't helping with anything. They turn their phone on.
Yeah, they turn just like that.
Yeah.
You know, so
Wow.
that's one thing that if I had to say when God had his hand on me for real, life-changing moment, man, like that is it. Because if whoever made the call wouldn't have called, and whoever bought the towels didn't bring the towels, where would we be?
Yeah.
And where would the young people who have been blessed by Streetz of Gentlemen be?
Oh man.
All the lives.
Now,
Oof.
this is actually a great segue to this next question.
Okay.
All right. If young Andreal saw you now,
Jesus.
what part of your journey would probably shock him the most?
Jesus.
Wear your suit and tie.
Yeah.
Wear your suit and tie.
Where your Michael Jackson glove?
Yeah, where your Michael Jackson glove at? You know what I'm saying? Where your golden glove at? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Where your instrument.
That would where you see y'all already know. Where your instrument.
Yeah.
Where your because even though I done and however you say tasks.
Yeah.
Some people say accomplishments, but I look at them as assignments.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just never really wanted praise for anything. Like I just want to do the work.
Yeah.
And when it come down to it, young Andreal say, where is that at? Because even though you got the skill, you also got to remember, you can't play with the gift.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your gift will make room for you.
That's right. Every time.
Now, your gift will make room for you, man. You gotta, get back to that suit, because it's some rooms in 10 years that even though God has blessed me, it's some rooms that I haven't been able to walk, that I haven't walked in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't equipped.
Okay.
That's real.
Yeah, I wasn't equipped. And not because it was because, hey man, it might have been I wasn't dressed appropriately.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I didn't feel like, hey man, I don't want to be around that crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's why like half the time I don't go to church now, man. Because it'd be like 1 million people in there. And I'm like, yo, I don't even want, I can watch it from home. I don't like being in crowds now for some reason, man.
Yeah.
It's like very, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay. A lot of people, it makes them feel anxious. And it's something that you have to overcome.
Yeah.
Because God wants you to gather and worship with other people.
Absolutely.
Because you don't know who you're going to come across.
Yeah.
That this story right now, they need to hear this, or their child needs to hear this.
Yes.
And that's why I tell people, keep telling your story.
Yeah.
Because you don't know whose life is going to be impacted. You literally are changing the narrative for other people.
Yeah.
Other people who are a stereotype that feel like, I can't do this. I'm not polished enough. I'm not this.
Yeah.
You're showing them, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah, be
you
your authentic
absolutely
self.
can.
You can still be your authentic self and still do whatever it is that God is calling you to do.
That's right.
Man, ease up to that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
For real.
Well, what do you think is next for you?
Yeah.
That's what I really want to know. What do you think is next?
We was talking yesterday. That's the question, but we was talking yesterday, and we had a little bit of a difference because I felt God was telling me something that you haven't told me yet. So you're going to confirm whether God was telling me something or not.
Talk to him, Minister Dixon.
What's next that people don't know about for Andreal Mallard?
Man, I'm going to tell you. My cousin, Pam, And shout out to her dad, Uncle James.
Okay.
Her dad. We just created. So this Thanksgiving, we created Uncle James Food Pantry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In Garland, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? My family, we got together for Thanksgiving. Everybody was told to bring a canned good or whatever. We would donate it to a local nonprofit, right? You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of crazy because my auntie collected all the boxes.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And she left it out of the field. You know, we was out in the field in the country. You saw my story. We was out there cooking oysters and frying turkeys and all that good stuff. And my auntie Nadine, she say, Dre, I need you to do something with this box and get it to an organization. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever. Now, my cousin Tyrone McGill, he got Big Brother, Big Sister Foundation.
Okay.
Wayne County. You know what I'm saying? So we gave it to him. But my spirit told me that because my family was doing this and we was doing that, we needed to honor somebody in our family and create a pantry so that, because we got a small church in Guard Eye.
Okay.
We don't got like 2 or 3 people that go there now.
Yeah. Right.
But I look at what my Bishop McBride has done. You know what I'm saying? He's always about serving the need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And something told me in my spirit to create Uncle James Food Pantry. You know what I'm saying? Create Uncle James Food Pantry. Now, how this come full circle and what you asked what's next for Andreal is public speaking. Coaching, telling people how to do it.
My God, today.
You understand what I'm saying? Because she used to talk, my cousin used to always say, you know you're supposed to be a preacher. I was like, I'm no preacher.
Listen, but that's why you fight. Your fight is different than other people because of that.
Because of that.
Lord.
Yeah, she's like, you supposed to be a preacher. You know, she was like, I call you a preacher. I'm like, they call me
hold
on. I say, boy, the things I do that people don't see. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't saying I do that bad, but I'm just saying, like,
we all fall short.
We all fall short, but at the same time, I'm looking at who giving the messages now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, boy, if you don't stand up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people set down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we live in a time where we treat politicians and pastors like celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we honor them, we lift them up, and you know, but they really servants.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what it takes for me in order to minister. It's about serving. I don't want to be lifted. I don't want to be like, oh man, he's this and titles and stuff, man.
Right.
Titles mean nothing.
Yeah, and the definition of a minister, that's one of the first words is a servant.
Servant.
Correct.
Yeah.
Literally,
you know?
that's the key principle we learned the entire time.
Yeah.
We serve more than we ever preach.
Man, and working under Bishop McBride at his church, you gonna serve, man. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about serving. And you talk about ministry. What a lot of people don't know. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of people started businesses in Henry County.
Right.
A lot of people come to Henry County. Oh, I got this bright idea. I do.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. We got a bright idea. We done heard that thing. So for what most people don't understand is that for almost 4 to 5 years, when Pastor McBride, Bishop McBride, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
Bishop
know.
McBride.
Yeah.
When he first got here, he was preaching so hard that man ain't have a camera. Like to take pictures, people taking pictures of him and doing video of him. This is where he was in the warehouse, like in the small church. You understand what I'm saying? Over there with, I think it's a funeral
Zach
home
Hinton or something like that?
Yeah.
Zach Hinton.
Yeah.
Man, I remember me and DJ Mike Fresh was doing a show and one of the promoters couldn't pay me.
Yeah.
And so the promoter said, hey man, we doing rap shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the promoter came and say, hey man, gave Mike Fresh the camera, DJ Mike Fresh the camera, and Mike Fresh said, hey man, I'm gonna pay you with this camera.
Okay.
I said, well, if that's all he got, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Right.
My wife was a photographer.
Okay.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I come to her like, hey babe, I got this for this camera, this nice Canon camera for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I did something.
I did something, you know what I'm saying? and little did I know that camera propelled the whole media network.
Wow.
Most people don't even understand. A Canon 60D.
Yeah.
A Canon 60D.
Yeah.
And so what happened is I remember going to church every Sunday. I was radical for Christ, man. I was on fire, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you a story about the goodness of God. Y'all know the songs?
Yeah.
Pastor ain't have no camera person, no media person. And so I would get up every Sunday with the camera, take pictures, do video, no charge.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't make one dime
Yeah.
off of this. This
Yeah.
every Sunday. Now these media
Serving.
teams get paid whatever. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But little did I know that servant was sowing a seed
Yep.
of a well
Yep.
that would never run dry.
Boy.
Never run dry. You
No,
hear me?
you
Yes,
understand
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Boy.
I was like, so now doing Streets of Gentlemen, we came back and we said, you know, we gonna start, cause we used to do the spoken word, the all of that stuff. We used to do all that stuff, spoken word at Jazzy Brown over there.
Okay.
Now it's called Tamboo, whatever it's called. It's
Yeah.
shut down. It ain't nothing going on there now.
Yeah.
You're right.
But we knew one thing, that black businesses didn't have a voice in Henry County.
Yeah.
It was no voice for black business. Zero.
Yeah.
Right.
I asked Miss Sylvia Dennis. We
Yeah.
started out together. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And she over Alzheimer's. Y'all know
Yeah,
Sylvia
we
Dennis,
know her.
right? All right. And the business owners would come to our show after we have like spoken words, singing, and all that good stuff. And we would give the business owners 2 minutes to speak about their business.
Okay.
The business owners would go 5 to 10 minutes
Of course.
talking about their business and what they were trying to sell that night.
Right.
Bro. You understand what I'm saying? So something came to my mind and said, create a magazine so we can feature these businesses and get them time so they won't kill our show.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They won't kill our show. So in creating Streets of Gentlemen, serving in the church, camera every day. I'm talking about religiously every Sunday.
Yeah.
With the camera in my hand. You know what I'm saying? We put Pastor McBride on the cover of the magazine. That was our first publication. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember too.
You remember that?
I saw it when I did the interview with him. I think you had a copy of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, look at
He
Bishop.
was the first. He was mad because he said, "Why is my face so big?" And I'm like,
Don't do Bishop.
I'm like, man, we ain't even take the picture. We
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
We just trying. This is an idea. This is
Yeah.
something that
You
we
just
doing.
launching it. Yeah.
We just launching it, and I remember Bishop getting up in front of the church, and he said they had me introducing the magazine. Now I ain't even have common sense enough to put it in a plaque.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just bring the
You was just
magazine
getting
up.
started,
Yeah.
right?
And Pastor introduced in front of all these people.
Yeah.
I'm on the cover of Game Changers magazine.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Woo-woo-woo. Everybody loved it. You
Yeah.
understand? This is
Yeah.
the first African American publication
Yeah.
in Henry County. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know we was making history like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? First media company, all of that.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so after that spilled over to the. Remember how he say, if it flowed from the head, it'll flow on the body?
That's right.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was a lady who worked in the youth department
Okay.
who worked for Dr. Ronald Watts, Eagles
Okay.
led in diabetes and endocrinology.
Okay.
She said, come on by Dr. Watts' office next week.
Yeah.
We want to advertise with you. We like what you're doing.
Wow.
Man, y'all know them people gave me a $2,500 check
Mm.
every edition that we put out because they seen what we was doing. Now, mind you, I had no money in my pocket, and we only made $100 the first magazine that we put out with Pastor McBride on it. You know what I'm saying?
But it was long term. It was a
Long term.
long term investment.
Long term.
Yeah.
And so that, and then straight right after that, former Commissioner Bruce Holmes.
Yeah.
He's the second person on the cover of the magazine.
Yeah.
I met him. I bumped into him at the Performing Arts Center, and I say, man, we got an organization called Streets of Gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm like, he Bruce Holmes. You
Yeah.
know, we can
Right.
go holler at
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He the man around
Right.
here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He like, look like y'all got it all the way together. But look, he was really just trying to push me away to see,
Yeah.
hey man, do
Fill
he
you
really
out.
want it?
Yeah.
Right.
See how hungry you was.
See
Yeah.
how hungry he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
When he saw how hungry he was, let me tell you what this man did. And I don't care about who like who, what
Right.
like what. I'm telling you my experience.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This dude literally walked me around his whole district and had every business in his district advertising Game Changers.
Wow.
Wow.
So while people be out here, we ain't have to chase.
Yeah.
Right.
It was,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You ain't got to
And
chase
that's
for
what you
nothing.
need in business, not just a mentor, but a sponsor. Somebody
on,
who
man.
will go
Yeah.
and take your hand
Yeah.
and tap you in with their audience.
Yeah.
That's a word.
It's called mentorship.
Yeah.
That's why you got to educate the mind, elevate the spirit,
Yeah.
eliminate the stereotype. Because I wasn't even supposed to be around Bruce Holmes.
Yeah.
He a commissioner. I'm a 2-time felon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Huh?
But God.
But God.
But God.
You understand what I'm saying? I turned my life around because I'm married. My wife said to me, "Hey, you won't have no drugs in this house."
All right.
Like, she
And let
ain't
me
tell
tell you, his wife don't play the radio,
Yeah,
okay?
my
She
wife
don't
was
play the
I'm like,
radio.
you know, my wife was like on some junk. Like, now I had kids prior to my marriage, but my wife was like, well, hey, we're not having no children before we get married.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the integrity
Yeah.
in her
Yeah.
that impressed me to marry her.
Oh, absolutely.
You understand? It was different than what the other girls talk. And
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about what the other girls talking about, but
But-
y'all
Yeah.
know, y'all,
Yeah.
you know.
We
Yeah.
know.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's really like how people pour into you. You know,
Yeah.
like Bruce Holmes taking me around to his whole community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That leading me to the district attorney.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's for telling now. I remember when the DA was prosecuting me
Mm.
in Henry County. Now I'm
And now
sitting.
you're doing work with him.
Now I'm working with the
Boy,
DA. Come on,
Talk
man.
circle, I'm
about
telling
God
you.
Talk about-
changing your story.
Come on, man. And
Literally,
you know, I'm
I
talking
told you that
Yeah.
that literally was when we were trying to come up with a title for your episode. I'm
Yeah.
just like, man, God changed your story.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
God
changing it,
changed
man.
your story.
Like, and I look at that court. I'm like, man, I sit in the district attorney office, you know, just talking to him, you know.
Yeah.
And I look down on the street because you can look down. I say, man, I remember y'all used to be deciding indictments on me.
Right.
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do now? We talking about how
Yeah.
we gonna reach the next generation.
Right.
Jesus.
Right.
Good God Almighty.
Right.
You know
God
what
can
I'm
use
saying?
anybody.
Yeah.
You hear
I'm
me?
like, man.
As long as you surrender and give him your yes,
Yeah.
God can do
He
anything.
can do anything, man.
Anything at all. Listen, you
Judges.
know we could talk all day,
Right,
all
right.
day long.
All
You have
day.
a powerful
Man.
testimony. We do have one last question. Demetrius, you want to ask them? Because
Oh.
this is our favorite question. I really want to know.
Oh man, y'all.
I want to know.
All right. So if you could sit next to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
any biblical character
Okay.
on a long flight, who would it be, and what would be the first question you ask them?
And it can't be Jesus.
It can't be Jesus.
Can't be Jesus.
Can't be Jesus.
If I had to sit by one person on a flight, it would be Joseph, the son of Jacob.
Okay. All right. That's a new
Jesus.
one.
Right? It'll be Joseph, the son of Jacob. You know, his brother sold him to a slave master in Israel. You understand? His brother tried to steal everything from him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
They hated him.
they hated him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
Joseph had a gift.
Yeah.
He did.
And Joseph was, if you don't know anything about Joseph was put into the prison, enslaved. Now he was supposed to be an inheritance.
Yep.
Right.
He was supposed to have, and that's a whole nother episode behind
Yeah.
the scene where we talk about the inheritance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't got that long.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to have an inheritance to where he was supposed to be something anyway.
Right.
Right.
But man was saying, oh, nah, he can't have this. We're gonna manipulate this,
Yeah.
we're gonna deceive,
Yeah.
we gonna do all this crazy.
Lie on him, everything.
We're gonna lie everything.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he ended up interpreting dreams for brothers in prison. You understand what I'm saying? Telling them like what their future look like
Yeah.
Yeah.
after prison. You know what I'm saying? It's so powerful to the point where he ended up bringing instruction to Pharaoh.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yep.
talked about Pharaoh with Jesus and Barabbas. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he was Pharaoh said, go get him up out of the joint, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I'm trying to hear what he got to say.
I didn't hear
Hold
what
on.
this brother got to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And based on who I've been able to sit next to,
Yeah.
you know, they say your gift will make your room. Your gift will make room. I done sit by sheriffs, congressmen,
Yep.
district attorneys,
Yep.
all kind of pastors,
Yep.
bishops,
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
Man. You know, Tony Dungy,
Yep.
Coach Tony
Yep.
Dungy, you know,
Yep.
Super Bowl
Saw
champion.
him last night at the game.
See what I'm saying? I done been around these people and basically it wasn't because of my relationship with them.
Yeah.
Right.
It was because of my gift.
Jesus.
You understand what I'm saying? It was because of my gift. So
Sir.
when I look at it, if I had to ask him something, man, I'd be like, hey man, how you feel when you know what made you keep going
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you know man ain't really want you to be there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
leaders knew you was supposed to be there. And that's
Yeah.
why and right now I think there's a couple leaders around here mad at me, not because they ain't able to sit with Joseph. You know what I'm saying? And I was just say that. I'm gonna just say that
Yeah.
they ain't able to sit with Joseph and really see what's really going on.
Yeah.
You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, because you got to know what's happening in your community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we ain't gonna go there, but Joseph predicting the famine.
Yeah.
7 years of famine.
Yeah.
7 years. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And still
If you
doing
put
right
if
by
you
his
put it
brothers.
2 to 2, and still doing right by his brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would love to
Ride it out with him.
ride it out with him.
Yeah.
And just like, what, hey man, you know, how?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Listen, this conversation it's been so good. And
Man.
honestly, you're living proof that God can rewrite anybody's testimony.
Man, he can.
Right.
Yeah.
He can use anybody if you surrender and give him your yes.
Man, thank you.
For people that's interested in you and want to follow your story, how can they keep up with you?
I don't have I'm not a brand like Andreal Mallard.com.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they can go to gcmnetwork.net. Follow us on Game Changers Media Network.
Yeah.
Game Changers on Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram. But www.gcmnetwork.net.
Okay.
They can follow us online from there. It's connected to all of our platforms and
Okay.
everything. And but yeah, they can go there, man. And we you know, I be on social media, but man, man, social media can be a burnout.
Yeah.
It sure can.
It can.
Good
It can.
God
It
almighty.
You got to use it intentionally.
Man,
Well, make sure y'all check out Andreal. We really appreciate you.
man, thank y'all, man.
Yeah.
And I
Absolutely.
just want to tell y'all this, thank y'all for having me on the show. It
Yeah.
really means a lot. Like I'm used to being like on iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Calico coming on his show and all the other people's show, but this show right here
Yeah.
meant a lot because a lot of times you like, man, you don't know who's who.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just to see where you at.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that.
You know.
And people don't be knowing the relationships you have. That's why I tell people, watch how you talk about people, because
Absolutely.
you don't know. We knew you before a lot of the other people. We
Absolutely.
worked together
Yeah.
before all of this.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
We and Shay was talking yesterday,
Mhm.
and I said I'm glad we came back to this part because it's something that I wanted to say
Okay.
to you and to the public.
Okay.
When we first moved here, we had just
Yeah.
moved here,
Right.
and they just got married, and Shay met you. She met you before I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
At a networking event.
Judge Boyd. Shout
Yep.
out to
Yep.
Judge
Yes,
Boyd.
yes.
The connected.
and that, for lack of a better word, a weak man
Yeah.
could have felt the way.
Yeah.
Because my wife is, spending time with this guy. She doing interviews for him.
Yeah.
All this other kind of stuff. Guy I never even met before. They talking on the phone all the time. They texting each other.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that throughout all of that, you always kept your integrity.
Oh
Yes.
man.
Y'all worked together probably 5-6 months, maybe even a
Yeah.
year before
Yeah.
I even talked to you.
Yeah.
And so that stuck to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it encouraged me that when I did get the opportunity to meet you, I was happy to meet you, and it did something for me
Absolutely.
to see your integrity and to know that this is a real brother.
Absolutely.
I ain't got to wonder what's going on behind my back or whatever
No.
the case is. So I
No.
admire that, and I appreciate you for being an upright, good dude,
Yes, sir.
even when nobody's watching.
Yes, sir,
Right.
man. And I wanna just say thank you for understanding that the division. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even after this interview and what y'all doing, I even see bigger vision
Yeah,
of just working together and things that you guys could do to take your podcast and your
Yeah.
thing to the next level.
Oh, yeah.
Because and I'm proud to see you here.
Hey.
Because you was
Listen,
you're an introvert.
My man.
I mean, this guy here, man. I remember doing your first interview.
Yeah.
You
know?
were
Yeah.
his first interview.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now your wife got you modeling.
Man.
Make sure y'all get the hoodies.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
man.
right.
Like, and I'm like, man, it's so great to see it. That your story tells me that it's never too late.
Right.
That's right.
You understand
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
It's never too late to tap into your. I mean, you're a minister now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You in front of TOP
Yeah.
minister. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, what made him come out? Like,
Nothing
what in
but
the
God.
world
Obedience.
was?
That purpose
Obedience,
and
man.
that
Yeah.
obedience.
Yeah.
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 Obedience.
And get you a good wife, okay?
Hey,
Bruh,
Amen.
he that findeth the wife findeth a
Good thing.
A
Good
real
thing.
good. Come on, Andrew.
You know what
A real
I'm saying?
good thing.
A real good thing, man.
Listen.
Hey, make sure they go get that game changer
Yes,
too,
Absolutely.
make
man.
sure y'all check out the magazine. And we could not have ended season 1 better
Yes.
than this. It's a
Yes.
full circle moment for us.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for supporting Business Built by Faith. All 10 episodes. Season 1.
Season 1.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
So if today's message gave you clarity, gave you vision, or the push to grow your faith, make sure you hit the subscribe button, share it, tell everybody you know to go out and watch Business Built by Faith podcast.
That's right. And visit our website, businessbuiltbyfaith.com, where you'll find our merch, our devotional, and resources to keep you building your business and life faithfully.
That's right. You can also follow us on all our social media, which is at Business Built by Faith, just for your daily dose of inspiration.
That's right. So whether you're building in a season of harvest or holding on through a season of tribulation, remember, you are not building alone.
And next season, you can watch us every other Wednesday on YouTube. We probably be on Spotify, some other locations.
Speak
But
it into
we're speaking into
existence. Come
existence.
on.
Oh, it's
We're
coming.
growing. We're growing with God. So
Yeah.
that's where you can find us at Business Built by Faith on all social media platforms.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Today's episode of Business Built by Faith is brought to you by Scale Logistics, a transportation provider specializing in high-value, AOG, and time-critical shipments for aviation and distribution companies. Scale is the premier choice in ground transportation and freight management. Learn more by visiting shipwithscale.com.
Business Built by Faith premieres every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this with someone who's ready to grow in faith and business.